Shalom. All praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Hawakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace and salutation unto all the hopeful elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom unto you, and just coming back because my teachers are the men of the Lord, the apostles, the elders, and their fruit of GMS. All right, the men of GMS are my teachers, and they're temperate men, they're balanced men, and they seek the balance of the scriptures. Right, they seek wisdom of the scriptures, which is balance. And I did a video earlier, and I did a whole lot of emoting. I did it was very it was a random rant. Like there was a random rant in that video, and through the spirit, I was watching the elders in Dallas, and while I was watching it, I put together a little you know not an apology, by no means an apology for my emotions or for my ranting earlier. Absolutely not, but more clarification and understanding, because I started saying my teachers, they were comprehensive. They told you the truth. They don't hide anything, and they it's clear how they feel about it too. But instead of just rant and emotion, I came back to for some sort of comprehension, to bring it together. In fact, let's look up the word comprehensive. You know, uh, just for the sake of it. You know, and comprehensive, containing much in comparatively small limits. To take together, to unite, include, comprehend, perceive. To catch hold of, to seize. So I'm here to seize, the emotions from earlier, and explain why it was as thus, because those emotions are real. They weren't, in any case, I was talking about the woman. I was talking. The video was about something else, but I got on top of the woman, and if you get on top of the woman, then you got to get on top of the simps. But here, the reasoning behind it is, basically, the serpent has really, fucked it up for Israel, starting with the man. And the way that he has done that is through his woman. Okay? Okay? The scripture saith, he who getteth a wife getteth a possession, right? So if we're supposed to have our women as possessions, but Esau done fucked it up, I mean, if that don't make you upset, like, you're kind of a reprobate. You're kind of like, you you know. But let me not linger, and get to it. Okay. Esau, basically, every communication with your woman at this point in 2020 is demasculating. Okay, unless and I said a lot of things earlier, but the men of the not necessarily applicable to the men of the Lord, because the men of the Lord know the order. One, that's the first thing. Secondly, they are temperate men, and there are men that seek the balance that is within the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, so and we know that the woman is the weaker vessel, and so you know those men are holy. Okay, concerning that, they know what it is. They're just wise as serpents and harmless as dove. They're trying to keep it together. But I'm talking about the simps, the men who are actually out there like with no idea what's going on. They're just going with the times, etc. Okay, but this is also to clarify exactly why that is. Okay, uh, Esau has it that every encounter with your woman, okay, is a demasculating one. Okay, that's just straight up. That's straight up. Unless your woman is completely subject onto you, okay. Unless she's like, you know, calling you Lord, etc., and completely obedient and doing everything you want, nothing that you don't want, seeking your advice before acting on everything. Unless you that's happening with you, which it may and it should, but not here in Babylon, not right now. Okay, that's that's indisputable. Okay, I'm not saying it can't happen, but the majority of relationships, the vast majority of relationships are not like that. So Esau has it that every encounter with your woman, like for example, for you to get a woman, like these boys out here, they be jumping through, hoops, man. I mean, never mind flowers, even all that courting and shit. You like even if she was a virgin, you didn't need to court her, okay? You took her, okay? There's various ways that it happened, but the way that it's happening now is every encounter with your woman is demasculating. Thereby what? As long as you're in her presence, you gotta be and you gotta be emasculate. You gotta be emasculate. You got to be an effeminate in some way spiritually, whether you're watching your tone, whether you know like in every way, as long as you're in her presence in 2021, as long as you're in a woman's presence, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's become the unspoken standard, what's expected, and if you're not doing that, then you're aggressive, you're what's that word they always use? Shoot, it starts with an M. Macho, chauvinist. It starts with a C actually. Chauvinist. You're this. You're that. You're whatever they call it. Okay, but that's what Esau has set up. Okay, all right. A man is always in a compromising position with a woman in 2021. First of all, she's always got Esau to call if if she feels you're out of hand. she, if she feels you're out of hand, she's got Esau to call. So, brothers know what I'm talking about. All right, hold on. Right. So that's what Esau did, right? That's what Esau has done since the garden. That serpent who is Esau, okay? That's what he has done since the garden, all right? He what he did was supersede. The serpent in the garden superseded Eve above Adam. Basically, he changed the roles. That was the role, that was the initial role reversal right there. Okay? That was the initial role reversal. That's through the spirit right now. Okay, that was the initial role reversal in the garden. Okay, uh, supersede. We can look up supersede. Because supersede means to place on top. All right? Supersede. To put before. Super, above, plus sedere, to sit. So to sit above, okay? I mean, I'm way down there, after super, where it says super. But I'll start at the top. Scottish, postpone, defer, from Middle French, supersede, desist, huh? Delay, defer, from the last supersede, literally sit on top of. Right. The the serpent superseded Eve on top of Adam. How? Through doctrine. Through doctrine. First of all, by this by this what's the word? By discrediting, disputing what the Lord said first and foremost. Okay, denying that natural order. Okay, so that's what the serpent did in the garden, and what has that done? Since the garden, that has created conflict between men and women. Okay, all right. As a result of that conflict came the knowledge of good and evil, came death. All right, and that was like what the serpent did was take the bottom out of that took the bottom out of you know what the Lord had created between Eve and Adam, between Adam and Eve. Okay, between the man and the woman. He took the so what? Now they're fallen. All right, they fell. All right, through that conflict, and it hasn't stopped. Okay, all right. There's no new thing under the sun. All right, what has been is what is. All right. So you know I know I've done about 15 minutes of rambling, but I had to set it up, right? And then now I'm gonna go into some scriptures, okay? I'm gonna go into some scriptures and then try to tie it all in, which is the point, through the Spirit, Lord willing. All right. So essentially, now the weaker vessel is now leading. so so you know how you have the horse, the power in front of the cart. I mean, just imagine this for a second. The cart is in front of the horse. All right, but you still have, you know what I'm saying? You still have the horse attached to the cart by the neck now. So the horse is now facing the back of the cart, okay? And the cart is just, I guess, rolling, trying to maneuver. Could just imagine that, man. The cart is like, and the horse is like, first of all, how do you do that? For the cart to move, it needs the horse, right? It needs the horse to pull it. So that means you have to have an outside mechanism making the cart move. Who is that? That goddamn serpent. In this case, it's Esau. All right? Hence why you can't have the male in the house, because Esau needs to be there to work that cart, man, to make that cart move. Oh, by the way, while it's still fresh in my mind, I looked it up because um I looked it up because because it was in my feed, right? First of all, I was watching the Elders in Dallas, right? Putting together scriptures for this lesson, right? And then I'm scrolling through my homepage, and guess what comes up? FEMA is hiring. But guess what? Guess who they have? Guess who they have? Guess who they have for their representative, that they're hiring. I'll show you the picture that came up, because it came up and then I had to come look for it. There you go. Guess who came up? FEMA is hiring. Of course, Eve. Of course, Eve. Eve Eve is who they're trying to get. They're trying to get Eve. They're trying to get the Israelite woman. Why? Because that's the easiest way to destroy the Israelite man. And the one thing I wanted to say about this, to clarify, we don't hate women, okay? We love woman, okay? It's natural, it's beautiful, it feels right. You know what I'm saying? It's what the Lord made. It's a perfect fit every time, right? Okay? We don't hate women, but we hate disorderly broads. Or I meant, you could substitute that for, no need to get crazy, okay? We hate disorder. We hate what we hate to see what the Lord hates. Okay? That's what we hate. We hate we hate Babylon. We hate what the goddamn serpent has done. All right? And that's what we're about to get into. So FEMA is hiring, who we got? Of course, Eve. That's who they want. They want you to come and help destroy the Negro, all right, and the Latino male. There was another picture on here, but guess what? I'm not gonna waste any time to look for it. But while I was, while I thought about it, so let's get to some scriptures, right? But then I don't know where to start. All right, first and foremost, I guess we'll start at 1 Corinthians 14, all right? Cuz 1 Corinthians 14, we'll start there. We'll just start there cuz I could have started a bunch of different places, but we'll start at 1 Corinthians 14, and Lord willing, it's compendious. That was anyway, let me stop. 1 Corinthians 14 chapter 14 verse 35. All right? And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. Okay? So a woman, if she is to learn anything, she is to ask her husband at home. Okay? And let me I think I looked up the word learn here. Antano. Right. To learn, to be apprised, and then I went and looked it up over here. Apprised, okay? Apprise is to notify, give notice to. Okay? The only person who's supposed to tell you anything and instruct you is your husband at home, to inform, teach, literally to lay hold of in the mind. That's where it is. That's the first and most important thing, because what did the serpent do in the garden? Okay, the serpent beguiled Eve. Okay, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get why in the mind is most important. All right, to take hold of, grasp mentally or physically. All right, to seize, capture. Your woman is supposed to be captivated by you. Okay, you and only you. All right, that's why she's not supposed to have any other spermicide or whatever. Any other soldiers running around up in her brain but yours. All right. Okay, your woman is supposed to you know you, she's supposed to be apprised by you and only you. All right, for the rest of her life. All right, that's how you guys become one, etc., etc. But what did the serpent do to Eve in the garden? The serpent beguiled Eve, and we're gonna look up the word beguile right now in that verse. All right. So there goes that idea of if a woman should learn anything. There goes that idea. Okay. 1 Corinthians 14:35. So let's go to Genesis 3, right? The point is in 13. I was just checking out Genesis 3. Genesis 3 and 13. And the Lord said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me and I did eat. Okay. And then we're going to look up the word beguile here because it goes into apprised. All right. Serpent beguiled me. Nasha. To beguile, to deceive. Beguile, deceive. All right. To lead. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Strong's definition. A primitive root. To lead astray, i.e., mentally. To delude. Okay. To lead from. Delude means you're leading away. Okay. To lead astray. To lead away. So what did the serpent lead Eve away to? The serpent led Eve away from the commandments, from the natural order, from what the Lord set up, okay? All right? From what the Lord set up, etc. The serpent did that. And the serpent hasn't stopped. It's just in modern ways now. Okay? With how to think, how to be, how through feminism, But and guess what? The thing about feminism, that's why I always hated it, is like the more feminism increases, the more masculine, the more also the more masculinity decreases. The more that feminism increases, you see, the more masculinity decreases. That's the balance. They increase feminism. What does that mean? That means men had to tuck their tails in between their legs, and that's what has been uh, exponentially increased in this society. Okay, toxic masculinity, your tone, what would they say, your shoot, I can't call it right now, your it's so simple, I can't call it, your wow, it's such a simple word, that's why I'm stuck, that's why I can't move on, because it's like you're I'll come back to it, but basically, feminism increases, masculinity has to decrease as just to balance out the equation. The equation is, you know, male and female. If you increase one, or if you increase, you know, I don't want to, screw up what I've already said, but um, so here it is. The point is, right, to lead astray, i.e., mentally, starting with the mind. Okay, a prize is to capture one's mind. All right, all right. To delude, to lead away from, or morally to seduce, also to lead away from. Okay, or to lead to, beguile, deceive. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is good too. perhaps to go astray kindred, to forget from which is formed, whence to lead in error, okay? To cause to go astray. All right? Right. So I think that was the main point that I wanted to get in that, okay? And so uh it all started in the it all started in the garden, okay? And basically Esau has been doing the same thing, or is doing the same thing with our woman today. All right? I mean, they've done it, It's a wrap, you know, again, I said a few things earlier about the Akwaf. If there are sisters out there, uh, not if, there are a few sisters out there. Okay, I'm sure there are, and be encouraged. Understand the whole thing. Understand why it's happening. The devil has empowered you, has superseded you above your man, above your power on here on earth. Okay? All right? That, it's like the devil has, you are the cart, the devil has put you in front of the horse. And like I mentioned earlier, the cart won't move by itself, so something else has to influence that cart. If it's going to move the horse, it's got to be pulled by something else, which is Esau's philosophy, Esau's ways, Esau's wine. All right? He is that damn devil. He is that serpent in the garden. Okay? All right? So man, I didn't want to make it too long, but hey, if it has to come out, I hope I can keep the right course according to the Holy Spirit. That's all I hope for. I just hope for to be edifying. That's it. Um right. So for now, let's basically jump into you know let's jump into First Peter's, because First Peter's really breaks this down really good. Okay, First Peter's, where do we start? I guess we'll go to 3 and 7. Back to 3 and 7, right? It says, likewise, ye husband. Okay. No, no, no. We'll come back to, right. Likewise, let's just, like I said, there was so many places I could have started, or but it's all gonna tie in, Lord willing. First Peter 3 verse 7. Likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge. Okay. Now, this is the seventh verse. There are 6 verses before that. Okay. So this is, and it says like, there's something above that to be likened to. Okay. Okay. So likewise, we're supposed to dwell with them. That means the previous verses were talking about the wives. Okay. So then let's go back. Let's go to verse 5. It says First Peter 3 verse 5. For after this manner, okay, in the old time, the holy women, the holy women also, who trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves, okay, being in subjection unto their own husband. Now let's just, it says verse 5 again. For after this manner, okay, so not right then and there, just like verse 7 said likewise, meaning like it was explaining what was going on in the previous verses. Also, verse 5 says something after this manner. So then we got to go through verse 1 to 4 to find out what this manner is. Okay? So we go back to verse 1. First Peter 3 verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your husband. That's how the chapter started. It started with the weaker vessel, okay, according to First Peter 3:7, okay, to be the weaker vessel, okay, but the serpent has uh 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 switched the roles. The serpent has switched the roles, so you women are not in subjection. You don't want to hear anything about subjection. You can do it too. We're equal, blah, blah, blah. I mean, real noise, real noise. Like, men of the Lord hate that noise. I hate that noise. We hate that noise. All right? Like, that makes, like, you know, like, it pisses me off if I'm somewhere and I see a simp, like, being simplified by his wife, being further simplified by being reduced. He's already simple, and he's being reduced to his lowest denomination. All right, by his weaker vessel, by his servant. Okay, so uh, that right there is the conflict, is the war since the beginning of since the garden. Okay, this is not what's happening. Okay, you wives are not in subjection to your husband. In fact, you wives are so not in subjection to your husband, you have many husbands. All right, so, and I'm not talking to the sincere, few sincere sisters out there that may be trying. And if you are trying, you gotta, first of all, you gotta know that your man is your way to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So forget all that. Oh, the Lord is dealing with me. Blah blah blah. All that blah blah blah, man. Look. I'm trying to keep a straight course, straight and compendious lesson. But all right. So likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your husbands, that if any obey not the word. Okay? And what is the word? What is the word? What is the word, right? Okay. Fine. I'll I'll show you the word. What is the word? Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And what is the word? And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Okay? But guess what, though? This is after Eve had taken of the fruit, had been given all this other wine, and all this other philosophy, all this other way of being, all this alternative truths other than what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai told her husband and her. Okay, well, told her husband and her husband told her, but then the serpent, like, threw a monkey wrench in that. Okay, so now she has instructions. She already had instructions, but now she's corrupt. She's been corrupted and still has to follow this instruction. And she's the weaker vessel. Go figure. That's why there is no there. Like the scripture says, give shoot. What was it? I think I pulled it up already. Ecclesiasticus, here it is. Look it up, man. Ecclesiasticus 25:25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. You became wicked when you took heed to the serpent and disobeyed what your husband told you
which is what the Lord told him. So you became wicked then. So you're not supposed to have any passage, any opportunity to to expose your wickedness or indulge in your wickedness. But what has the serpent does? What has the serpent done? The serpent has allowed you. Okay, he has given you free reign. He has given you room to maneuver and encompass your husband, compass about your husband, like to encircle him, to compass him around, meaning like direct him around. Okay, that word means all of that. Okay, so yeah, all right. Where was I? I was like, so there's a lot that goes into that all those emotions. All right, all those emotions that you heard in that last video because it's it's beyond infuriating. All right, it's infuriating. All right, it's like you're a lion, but a goddamn sheep. All right, is like, well, you better do this. All right, you better do that because master right there. Master's 911 away. All right, master will come and get you, dog. Don't trip. Don't even trip. Just do it. That's what these broads are doing these days, bro. They straight up ruling over their men. And you know, I already went over this. You know, it is what it is. But where was I? First, you know, I'm trying not to lose track and go off track. All right. Uh, I was in First Peter's. All right, First Peter's 3. So, all right. So this is the instructions now, okay? But I'm just showing the contrast because these instructions are not being followed today in, you know, March 2021. They haven't been followed for a long time. All right? Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won. Okay, listen to this. That if any obey not the word, that also Salak, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. You women are supposed to be so holy that somebody that does not know Yahweh Shem Yahushai is supposed to be awed and want to find out about Yahweh Shem Yahushai based on your holiness, your holy conversations, your holy ways of being. That's what this scripture says just now. Okay? Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. You women are supposed to turn, like, make men wanna or anyone for that matter, well, Israelites, but wanna come to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? That's what your behavior is supposed to be. Is supposed to that's what's supposed to be derived. That's what's supposed to come from your behavior. You're supposed to turn men onto Yahweh Shem Yahushai based on your behavior, based on from following the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see how this is not going according to what the Lord wants? How the reality is far, how this reality is far from what the Lord wants? Okay? All right, verse 2. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Is that, what, huh? You broads don't want to hear nothing about even like being silenced in church, man. Like you don't even want to hear that. Okay? But your ways are supposed to convert, you know, non-believers, okay? That's what this is saying. Okay? Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning, okay? And I don't know if it's, yeah, I'll get the word adorn in verse 5 because we need that point, okay? Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, I mean, you know, like I said earlier, we don't hate women, man. We love women, okay? We love everything about you. We like you. We love you. We want you to be right though. We want you to act right. Act like you know how to act. Act like you know that you ain't what the white man told you you is. You've just been beguiled, Eve. That's it. But you know this is saying whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning, not because of your booty shorts, you know what I'm saying, not because of your long braids, not that you have hair because you've been a whore for since who knows when, all right, and that's a curse. But not your outward appearance, not what makes you fly. You what we're gonna get to what makes you fly, okay? We're gonna get to it. And the wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel, not your garments, not your long flowy dress. If anybody still wear dress anymore, those types of dresses that I'm talking about. But uh, here it is, verse 4. But let it be the hidden man, and man here is definitely referring to woman. Okay, it's not referring to man, okay? Because it's talking about wives. Let it be the hidden man of the heart, meaning like you are apprised by your husband, okay? He's ruling over you. You know that. You sep it, all right? It's ingrained in you. It is what it is, all right? You've already accepted it. Let me just all right. This is I'm running a parallel here to and also a contrast, to show what is and how it should be, and to show what is not and also how it should be. All right. uh Let it be the hidden woman, or I'm not adding to the word. Let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible. All right. Uncorruptible. By the serpent cannot reach that person if you are seeking to be that person, if you have this understanding. And I'm sure a lot of women have this understanding, but they've like they're like a little, like the elder said, in the Lord have deprived them of wisdom, even if they know it. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be the leader, but they're still tempted, and they still go or left. They still do what they know they're not supposed to do, because I guess it might just be too easy not to. Shit, how we gonna pass this? Like these broads are wicked, man. All right, they're wicked. They conjure up. They make shit up. They mix it up. They do all of that, man. All right. And for the few sisters, this is just more encouragement. This is just more firepower when you get those thoughts, like you're like, oh well, yeah, I know better. I better not, It's not gonna lead to anything good, you know. It's already been done. This is, and let's just move on, right? In that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of the meek and quiet spirit. What's the scripture say? A quiet woman is a gift of the Lord. All right. I'm not getting those scriptures, but I'll just quote them. Oh, here it is. Which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. Okay. And here finally we got to verse 1 Peter 3:5. It says, so after this manner, okay, this manner that we just read, okay, be in subjection to your husband, Be chaste, be of chaste conversation coupled with fear, adorning yourself not in the outward appearance, but in the hidden man, not corruptible, okay? And quiet, meek with a meek and quiet spirit, okay? After this manner, in the in the old time, in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, okay? And this, we'll get the word adorn here because we'll see what it says. Oh, Cosmeo? What does that sound like?
Strong's
Cosmetics?
G 2885. Cosmeo. Cosmeo.
What that sound like? Cosmetics? What do you do with cosmetics? Some of you women put a pound of it on your face to make you attractive. Well, this is your cosmeo, okay? This is what you're supposed to adorn yourself. This is what is supposed to make you feel beautiful when you do. Why? Because when that order is fully established, what husband is not gonna love his wife? Can't wait to see his wife. Oh, which wife is gonna pick me tonight? Oh, well, I might be a little chagrined because I'm thinking about what husband is not gonna do that? Okay? The no. A simp will sit there and watch you text other dudes and not and he can't say nothing because you're gonna flip out. A simp, a simp is gonna let you do whatever the hell you want and not say nothing. It's 2021. We good. All of that. But what normal man, like what what man of the Lord is gonna let you do that, man? Okay? All right? Rather be alone, man. You got anyway. I'm going on a tangent again, but this is the adorn. This is what makes you women beautiful. Okay, this is it. Not all that other stuff, bro. Not what Esau has told you. All right. To put in order, arrange, make ready. All right. Here it is. Where did I get it? To embellish with honor. Okay. To adorn. To decorate. To put in proper order, i.e., decorate, literally or figuratively, okay? Adorn. So I'm just checking my notes because there was something I wanted to specifically say about this. To embellish with honor. This is what the things we read before in the first three verses is what made this is what the women adorned themselves in, okay? This is what made them beautiful. That was their measure of beauty. That was their measure of being wanted. Not what Esau gave you, some booty shorts and twerking and or some a dress with no pennies on and twerking. All right? That just makes you a lewd whore. That makes you a cheap, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The boys will spend money, but guess what? That's just for that. That's it. You know, you gotta wait till the next baller comes around, or if you're in Dallas, they're all over the place. But you know what I'm saying? That's what made these women beautiful. That's what it's supposed to make you beautiful. If you're not, you know, drunk off of Esau's wine. All right. So continue on. All right. Oh my God. So like but let it where was I? Verse 5. For after this manner in the old time the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection. Okay, being in subjection made you beautiful. Okay, in the old time. Okay, that's what this verse is saying. Being in subjection unto your husbands, that's what was desired. That's what is still desired. But again, Esau, in his deception, has minimized the man. He's minimized. How did he minimize the man? Because he went to the woman in the garden. And who gave the man? The woman. The woman gave the man the philosophies. And it's the same thing that's going on today. If you want to be with me, you got to do this. Da 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 da. Why? Because Esau has superseded you. He has set you in front of the man, on top of the man. Okay? All right? Being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, but ye are not unless you do this. You are daughters of Babylon if you if you continue on in Esau's ways, you are daughters of Babylon. But if you go back to adorning yourselves with meekness and quiet, okay? All right? If you go back into being in subjection to your husbands, being in what did it say right there? In holy conversation, all right? If you do that, then you will be adorned. You will be daughters of Sarah, okay? All right? Well, and then we'll just finish it off here. I hope the point was made. I mean, I've been trying to make it for 50 minutes now. Likewise, ye husband. So finally we got to that first verse we started with. Likewise, ye husband. Okay. So with likewise here means with all that done, with the prerequisite of the woman acting right, knowing what is right, okay? Ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. Yes, that dwelling with you according to knowledge is knowing the scriptures, is knowing you are the weaker vessel. It is knowing that we're supposed to treat you like a baby. Let me stop. I don't mean to make jokes, but we're supposed to treat you as the weaker vessel, and indulge in that, but we can't indulge in that with the way that you are now. And if a man, and this is what makes me upset with these simps, is like, if that spirit in you as a man doesn't rise up and say, yo, this don't feel right. This just don't feel right, bro. I don't feel like this doesn't feel like I'm supposed to, but you just keep on so you can have available box, so you could, whatever, whatever the situation, whatever, just just for that reason, that means, man, you'll do some other fucked up shit because of something that you want to, okay? And I'm just saying, bro. I'm just throwing it out there, all right? But so likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, all right? That is your honor, to be the weaker vessel, okay? You cannot have honor in the sight of any man of the Lord being a proud, independent, ratchet, rat, whore, yeah, all of that, independent, ratchet, rat, whore, all right? You're not gonna get any honor from the men of the Lord, All right, you're gonna get honor from simps, from these cats that may not be simp, but they're just trying to get that box, keep it moving, get the next box, keep it moving. But uh as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, all right, that your prayers be not hindered. But you know, I think I think that was the point. I hope I've hit the point. You know, I it just ended up in verse 6. Okay, First Peter 3:6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Okay, uh, and just because I looked up the word amazement, just because it says not to be afraid with any amazement. And right, and this is again, this is exactly what uh what what uh what the serpent did in the garden. And it's you know and it's what is continued to be done. Just capture, you know be not afraid with any irrational foolish. All right, in any case, I hope the point was made. I'll just leave it there. I hope the point was made. I wasn't, like, this is just to follow in the footsteps of my teachers. They you know how they felt, but it wasn't just random rants. It was always backed up with scriptures. So so you know in honor of my teachers, I had to clarify my emotional rant about you broads earlier. But the majority of you are completely out of line and wicked, and I do hope the Lord will slow roast your ass, and that does mean, like, to slow down the time and let you really feel the nuclear bundle of fire. but but for the sisters, the Akwaf that are seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right. You seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai by being meek and quiet and obedient and subservient unto the men of the Lord that is presiding over you, that is over you, that is ruling over you in the spirit, in the physical, in every which way. To you, I say keep on, and may the Lord bless you, all right, and save you along with that man, all right. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Kal halal Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Hashem Hawakak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace and salutation unto all the hopeful elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, Shalom.